Hi, I'm Mike, and I fix things. Many years ago, I received off of a bet this thing. It's a Vox wah-wah pedal, and it's been sitting in a box for many decades because I don't play guitar really. I play keyboards, and it was never any use to me, but I kept it around since I don't throw anything away. But as you can tell from the circuit board, it's an original 1967 Vox wah-wah. And it's in pretty good shape, but it's missing a lot of parts. So I went online and found some parts to put this back into operational order. Now it does work. I have connected a battery to it, and it does wah-wah, but there's no switch to shut it off, and there's no rubber pegs to dampen the pedal, and there's no bottom plate. So I went online and looked for that stuff, and I am going to piece it back together and show you how it works. Alright, well, all of the supplies have come in to repair this. Somebody had wired it up wrong. Oh, well, to eliminate the switch, they had wired it the way it would work for that. So what we've got here is some new parts. Make sure that's tight. Okay, so I've cleaned it up a little bit, shined it up, got a little cleaning done on the rubber pad, which is in pretty good shape actually. Chrome's in good shape, metal's in good shape. It appears it had been glued down to some sort of a piece of cardboard or something. So, got the switch, that came in. It's a Dunlop DPDT. So, see if that fits in there. And it does. Oh, it fits perfect. Okay. See if it clicks. Oh yeah, nice hard click. Okay. Don't know how deep that's got to go in there, but that looks about right. Get the nut on there. Easier said than done. And from the information I got off the internet, this is a Clyde McCoy 6768, which makes it pretty valuable from what I've read. So if we can make this work like new, that would be a plus. Alright, let's see if we can get it a little tighter without stripping it. That feels good. See if it clicks. It does click. Okay. Let's see where we are now. A little warm in here today. Okay, let's see. We've got a green wire that is supposed to come over. Let's see. The green wire comes over to there. Okay. Well, I don't have any green wires. Got some white wire. So what I'll do is just wire it according to the picture I found online. Of course, we know everything we find on the internet is real. And I'll take a chance on that. See if we can get some solder to flow on these wires here. Got this gas-powered soldering iron. There it goes. Comes right on. See a little glow? A little bit of glow in there. And let that heat up, and I've got some silver solder here. And, hi, kitty. Kitty cat, come and see what I'm doing. Well, so anyway, see if this works. Let it heat up a little bit more. These are real handy to have. This butane powered. Yeah, seems to flow just fine. Might have to put my magnifiers on. These aren't what they used to be. But anyway. This Clyde McCoy is quite coveted, from what I can tell. I didn't even know what I had. This one's sitting around for so long. I didn't even know what it was. Of course, when I got it, it wasn't worth the powder to blow it. So, let's see if I can't get this other end soldered. Alright, now one end, according to my chart here, one end goes up here. Pretty thick wire actually. I should have gotten something a little less heavy. So I'll just bend this around like that. And we'll hook it there. I'm going to hook it right to there. Give it a little crimp. Alright, that's on there. Put a little solder on the pin. There pretty good. So put a little more on there just to make sure. There, that's secure. Alright. Alright. That's secure. Okay, that shows it going down and around and coming to this terminal here. So we'll route that underneath the jack. There we go. I measured that out pretty good earlier. And we'll bend that around there. Make a little loop out of that. Let's see, do I want to put it, I want to put it around the back of the others. See if I can find, got all my tools messed up here. Let's, there we go. We'll get it back and around the others so it doesn't get in the way of the funnel jack when it goes in. There we go. So we got the white one there, and the other green one goes here. So I'll put this new one over here like that. Alright. See if we can't secure that. Like that. Okay. Let's see. We didn't melt through any other wires, did we? No. Good shape. Alright, that's secure there. And it's not going to get in the way of the funnel plug. No, it's not. Alright, what else do we have here? We've got the white wire going from the center over to here. Alright, so that's got to come off. It's got a wire going from the rheostat over to the main plug here, so we got to take that off. That doesn't belong there. There we go. That's off. Actually, that's supposed to be a blue wire. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this is supposed to go here. So we'll just wrap that around there. Alright. So there we go. That's wrapped around there from the first lug over to the outside. Okay, so we'll solder that in place. Okay, that's secure. Good. Now the middle one goes over to that. Alright, so and another piece of wire. I cut these earlier to size, so we'll see if it doesn't have to be cut as deep. There we go. That's more better. More better. Alright, twist that up. Twist that up. Tin it with solder. That's in good shape. Do the other end. Alright. That's in good shape. Alright, will it go through the hole? No, it's much too big. Okay, we'll make a hook out of this one. There we go. And that goes to the center post. Alright, that's on the center post. Oh, it was. Yeah. There we go. Now it's on the center post. Let's see if we can get that thing soldered. That's good and tight. And that goes over to the terminal we just took the other one off of. Okay. See if it's gonna fit. I have to turn it so I can see what I'm doing. There we go. Alright, that's tight. I think we're done soldering. We can turn this off. Put it somewhere safe. Alright. So we've got got everything wired here correctly according to the instruction picture. Check and make sure there's nothing loose in here. No, that's tight. And we've got our battery terminals. Very good. Alright, so maybe we should test it. Let's double check our wiring here. I've got another picture over here. Let's see. I don't think that's right. Oh yeah, it is. Okay, the black wire comes around and goes there. And the red wire goes to that terminal there. There it is. Okay, so that's on. That's on. Everything looks like it's wired correctly. So I'll test it before continuing the assembly. Okay, seems to work pretty good. So, take the battery out. Now, these little rubber feet, they sent me 12 of them, all different sizes here. I don't know which one's going to be the best to use on this. I'll try this one. Oh, knew that was going to happen. That looks pretty good. That's a smaller one. Let's see. Those two are the same size. That one's too small. That one's better. Okay, those three are sort of medium. These are tiny. Oh, they gave me a whole bunch of tiny ones. How about the big ones? See how the big ones do. See if I can fit those in there. No, that's a little too steep. Okay, so what I'm going to have to do is get a little glue and glue those in. I don't think super glue is the best idea for rubber and metal. Maybe. Let's see. I'll put a dot in there and try it. Okay. And then put the rubber in. Hold it. See if that works. What a beauty. They sure don't make them like this anymore. Nope. That gonna hold? Yeah. It is gonna hold. Alright, well. Put a dot in there. Press that down. See, it's got the Vox etched right into the metal. It doesn't have a label. So I guess that makes it the real McCoy, sort of. So that's in there. That's in there. Alright. And one goes in this end here. That's going to be a little more difficult. Okay. Well, I had a pair of needle nose here somewhere. Somewhere. Alright, let's see if I can't just slip that in there. There we go. Press down like that. Hold it for a few seconds. Super glue. How do we live without it? I guess I could use some contact adhesive, but that stuff's messy. And if this ever had to be replaced, that would be a hard time. Let's see, are we stuck in there good? Yeah, it appears we are. Okay. Alright, so we tried to find an original base plate. That was missing. And I found some base plates that looked like they've been at the bottom of the ocean for a couple of decades. And 75 bucks for a base plate that said McCoy. And I thought, no, I'll try this. So I found a Crybaby. It says original Crybaby. Now I was told this won't fit this, but I thought for the price I'll give it a shot. And the good part about this is the battery is easy to access. Okay? And it comes with the rubber feet. So save 85 bucks. Now if it doesn't fit, now this comes through here like that, so, or no, I guess it comes through here like that, and the wires go through this little loom here. I'll connect those. There's one. Okay. So I'll get the base plate on. Let's see if the holes line up. Almost. The holes almost line up. Now, okay, I get the top ones lined up, but the bottom ones are too high. So I can take that out to the shop and drill or file the hole to be a little wider. Make sure these top ones go in. Okay, I've got a Phillips there. So there's that one. Oh yeah, threaded properly. There's that one. Yep, those go in just fine. I haven't got them tightened all the way down. There we go. So, yeah, the plate fits. And the battery is accessible, so when you have to change the battery, you don't have to take the plate off and lose the screws and the feet and have the plate stolen. But you can see here, the holes are just a little too high, so they got to come down a little bit. So I will take that out to the shop and I will file those holes down. Yeah, they got to come down. Okay, so close, very, very close. At least they're at the right angles. So now I got to take the wire out. All right, there we go. So I'll stop the camera for now and we'll get that taken care of. Alright, so took it out and put it on the drill press and widened those little holes, and it fits like new. We'll get the battery put in here. There we go. So now the battery is easily accessible. It does say Crybaby instead of Clyde McCoy. I left the plastic on. Alright, so let's see what it sounds like. Okay, So just a reminder, I don't know how to play guitar. And this will just be for informational purposes only. Okay, amplifier goes there. Alright. Here's a cheesy guitar. We'll try this one. Cheesy guitars. And that goes in this side. Alright. So, see how that... Yeah. Turn that on. Alright, it's a wah-wah pedal, and it's a Vox, and it's a Clyde McCoy, and the only unauthentic parts are the base plate and the switch. And there you go. This will be going up on eBay. I'll leave that plastic cover on that, and I don't know if I'll ship it with a battery or not. Maybe not. I don't think they like that, but anyhow, there we go. We'll see how that turns out.